You've probably done this before. You watch an MPL or MSC match, see a pro player completely dominate on a hero, copy the exact emblem setup, item build and playstyle, then jump straight into ranked. A few games later, you're suddenly on a losing streak and wondering what went wrong. If the strategy worked against the best players in the world, why does it feel so much harder to make it work in your own matches? The answer is more complicated than most players realize. Welcome back to Mobile Legends News. Competitive Mobile Legends has never been more accessible. Between MPL broadcasts, international tournaments like the MSC and the M Series official highlights, post-match analysis, and player streams, fans can watch top-level MLBB almost every day. Because of that, many ranked players naturally believe the quickest path to improvement is simply copying what the professionals are doing. After all, if the best teams in the world are drafting certain heroes and using specific strategies, shouldn't doing the same thing automatically increase your chances of winning? Well, not necessarily, and that's where things get interesting. The biggest mistake many ranked players make is assuming that professional Mobile Legends and ranked Mobile Legends is the same thing. Technically, they use the same map, heroes, and objectives, but the environment is completely different. What works for a professional team does not automatically work for a solo queue player because the conditions surrounding every decision are dramatically different. Professional teams spend countless hours practicing together. They know exactly how each teammate reacts in specific situations. They communicate constantly, coordinate rotations, track enemy resources, and execute strategies in a level of precision that most ranked games simply cannot replicate. Because of this, certain heroes become significantly stronger in competitive play than they are in regular ranked matches. One major factor is coordinated crowd control. Many professional drafts are built around layered engagements where multiple heroes combine abilities at the exact right moment. A setup tank might start a fight, a mid laner follows immediately, and a damage dealer arrives at the perfect timing to finish the target. That entire sequence can happen within seconds because every player understands their role. In rank, that level of coordination rarely exists. You may land the perfect initiation only to discover your teammates are clearing jungle camps, pushing a side lane, or simply reacting too slowly. Suddenly, a strategy that looked unstoppable on the tournament stage becomes inconsistent because one missing piece causes the entire plan to fail. This is why some heroes that look incredibly powerful during professional tournaments often feel weaker in ordinary ranked games. Their strength is heavily tied to teamwork. They are designed to create opportunities rather than single-handedly carrying fights. When teammates properly capitalize on those opportunities, the hero looks amazing. When they don't, the hero can appear much less impactful. Vision control is another major difference between professional and ranked environments. Professional teams gather information constantly. Players track jungle movements, monitor objective timers, communicate missing heroes, and establish control over important areas of the map before major fights occur. Because of this, they can safely execute strategies that rely on precise positioning and map awareness. Ranked games are often far more chaotic. Players frequently ignore missing enemy heroes. Vision-related information is not communicated consistently. Teams may start objectives without proper preparation or walk into dangerous areas without checking surrounding positions. This creates an environment where highly strategic heroes lose some of their effectiveness because the information needed to maximize their strengths simply is not available. The pace of decision-making is also different. Professional matches often revolve around calculated objective control. Teams understand when to trade towers, when to contest buffs, and when to sacrifice resources for a better position later. Players are willing to make disciplined decisions because everyone understands the long-term game plan. Ranked players, on the other hand, often prioritize immediate fights and individual plays. Random skirmishes can break out anywhere on the map at any moment. Because of this unpredictability, heroes that excel in structured environments may struggle to consistently create value. Another important factor is role execution. In professional play, every role is performing its intended function at an extremely high level. Roamers provide proper support, junglers optimize farming routes, mid laners rotate efficiently, gold laners manage resources carefully, XP laners understand when to pressure and when to group. When one role performs below expectations in rank, the effectiveness of an entire strategy can collapse. Imagine a professional composition designed around protecting a late game carry. The strategy works because every player contributes to keeping that carry alive until they reach their power spike. In ranked, teammates may not prioritize protection, positioning may be weaker, and objectives may be contested poorly. As a result, the same carry never reaches the point where the strategy becomes effective. This is why copying a professional draft without understanding the environment often leads to disappointing results. What many players fail to realize is that climbing rank and winning professional matches are not always solved by the same heroes. Professional teams often value reliability, strategic flexibility, objective control, and synergy. Ranked players frequently benefit more from self-sufficiency. A hero that can clear waves quickly, survive pressure, create opportunities independently, and contribute without extensive coordination may actually be a better ranked choice than a hero currently dominating competitive tournaments. This is one reason why certain ranked specialists consistently achieve high win rates despite receiving relatively little professional attention. Their heroes are designed to function effectively even when teammates make mistakes. They do not require perfect communication or complex setups to have impact. Flexibility becomes extremely valuable in solo queue. Professional teams can draft specific answers to specific situations because they know exactly what composition they want to build. Ranked games are much less predictable. Players may pick unusual heroes, ignore team composition balance, or change strategies unexpectedly. Heroes capable of adapting to multiple situations naturally become stronger in these environments. They can recover from mistakes, create plays on their own, and remain useful even when the game does not unfold according to plan. Another difference is mechanical consistency. Professional players spend enormous amounts of time mastering heroes. They understand advanced interactions, positioning details, matchup knowledge, and timing windows that the average player may not fully grasp. Sometimes viewers see a hero perform well on stage and assume the hero itself is overpowered. In reality, part of that performance comes from the extraordinary skill level of the player using it. When ranked players attempt to copy the same hero without possessing the same level of mastery, results can vary dramatically. The hero may seem weaker, but often the difference comes from execution rather than balance. The most successful ranked players usually understand this distinction. Instead of blindly copying everything they see in professional tournaments, they ask a more important question. Why did this strategy work? Was the hero strong because of team coordination? Was it enabled by a specific draft? Did it require exceptional communication? Was it dependent on objective control? Or was it genuinely powerful in almost any situation? Those questions matter far more than simply copying a build or hero selection. Professional MLBB requires valuable lessons, but the smartest players adapt those lessons to the reality of rank. Rather than trying to recreate a tournament environment that does not exist in solo queue, they focus on strategies that match the conditions of their own games. And in many cases, that adaptation is what separates players who consistently climb from players who keep wondering why professional strategies never seem to work for them. The key takeaway is that professional MLBB and ranked MLBB operate under very different conditions. Pro teams benefit from coordinated communication, practice strategies, structured drafts, and consistent teamwork, while ranked games are often far more unpredictable. That means the best approach is not always to copy professional heroes, builds, or strategies exactly as they appeared on stage. Instead, players should learn the concepts behind those decisions and adapt them to the realities of solo queue, their teammates, and their ranked environment. Now, I want to hear from you. What professional strategy or hero have you tried copying and ranked recently? Did it help you win more games, or did it completely fall apart once you entered solo queue? Let us know in the comments which pro picks you think translate best to ranked gameplay, and which ones only seem powerful when used by professional teams. And don't forget to subscribe to Mobile Legends News for more MLBB analysis, tournament coverage, and ranked improvement discussions. Till next time!